Hey, if you are ready to create your first high ticket offer, I have got the easiest step-by-step how to do it in a very unconventional way that might surprise you. I'm going to take you through everything that I know how to create amazing high ticket offer that sells, that feels good, and that people love. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Emily Aarons. I'm best known as a spiritual business coach, energy healer, and I've helped thousands of women all over the world who are looking to grow and scale their business with ease that feels good in their soul. Making profit with purpose is my jam. If you are a high achieving woman, leader, coach, spiritual business guide, you've come to the right place. We like to do things a little differently around here, which is combine strategy as well as spirituality. Let's dive in. So if you are somebody who has never created a high ticket offer before, you are in good hands, my friend. The one thing I like to say about high ticket is that you want to be able to master the one-on-ones. What do I mean by that? So if you are a coach, if you are a teacher, if you are a healer, if you are somebody, a practitioner of some kind, and you're working with people one-on-one, I want you to get to the point where you have so many one-on-one experiences under your belt that you know if at a drop of a hat someone booked with you in 10 minutes from now, you could give them an amazing session that is enormously transformative. I want you to know that in your heart and your soul. One of the biggest difficulties is when you are transitioning from free sessions as you're a practicing student of a certification or whatever the thing is that you're doing, to transition from free sessions to paid sessions. Likewise, transitioning from a low ticket offer to a high ticket offer is a very similar kind of dance. So one of the fastest strategies that I can help you with if you're in that place, going from free to paid, is to only offer a certain amount of free sessions until you get up to a certain level of confidence. Now, one of the ways that you get confident is you're doing free sessions strategically, not just, hey, does anybody want a free session? Coaching, healing, whatever you got. No, we're not doing that. We are going to be strategic. So you're offering a specific number. Let's say it's 20. Let's just say you're brand new at it. You want to get your feet wet. You want to help people with the thing that you got. We are going to offer 20 sessions for free. Why? Because you need to get feedback coming in. The 20 sessions you're offering are in exchange. Does everybody hear me? The people in the back. You're doing free sessions in exchange for a testimony. That means you are not doing a free session and saying, okay, goodbye. On that call, in that session, you say at the beginning, I'm so glad we're here. Just as a reminder, this session is free of charge in exchange for your testimony. It's going to help me to build up my confidence and to understand how I best serve you, what I did really well, and the things I can also work on. Does that work? They go, yeah, let's do it. So you do your free session, and at the end of it, you say, okay, here are some questions I'd like for you to answer. You can either deliver it to them online, or you can literally say the questions out loud. During my session with you, and you can make up your own, but this is just one that you need. During my session with you, when you came in with feeling blank, write down how they felt at the beginning. When you came in feeling like blank, I noticed that some things went on. During the session, how do you feel differently now? How did the session help you? How did the session benefit you? What positive responses do you notice that came from this session today? So you are collecting that information immediately. So once you've done 20 sessions and you've received feedback from 20 people, you will have a lot of information, a huge amount of data, as well as their words, how they came in before, what they were struggling with, and what you helped them transform, and what they left feeling better, how that felt. All that information, these are data points that are going to help you to speak to your ideal customer. They're going to help you market, and they're going to help you speak to the pain point and the emotional points that drive people to sales. It's very important that you get this information. If you've been doing free sessions, but you're like, Emily, I didn't collect any testimonies or feedback, that's okay. You're super experienced. You got this. Offer 5, just 5 5 in exchange. If 5 still feels like that's a lot of free stuff I'm offering, I just want to get paid, I'm like, listen, this is only temporary. This is going to help you in the long run. Maybe it's a group of 5 people. You don't have to do individually. You make the rules. You're the boss of yourself, not me. But you need to be able to get that information so that you can craft an offer that speaks to what they're troubling, why they would come in, and how you can help them. Okay. So do the free sessions, get the data. Then you start to say, all right, my 20 sessions are already up. After 20 sessions, I'm now increasing my price. So I would start at a lower price tier. Now, there's a way that I teach people how to do this. This is very unconventional, to price yourself. Are you ready? Tell me in the comments below, when you think about your offering, what do you struggle the most with when it comes to your price? Is it settling on a price? Is it looking around, researching, is this the right price, not the right price? Put in the comments below, where do you struggle the most when it comes to pricing? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to imagine a scale this way, left to right. One end is 0. One end is the highest that you can feasibly go. So for some of you, the highest is $100. For others, it's like, no, it has to be $1,000. For others, other offers, it's a $10,000. Maybe it's $100. I don't know what your scale is. That's your scale. But the point is 0 to blank as a sliding scale. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out of our head and we're going to get into our energy. So let's imagine it's a one-on-one private coaching session with yours truly. You're going to do it. All right. You're so excited. You love doing these sessions. You've had all this experience. And now it's time to price yourself for something magical. Close your eyes and breathe. Imagine the sliding scale left to right, 0 to 1,000. Let's just say for the sake of this conversation. And I want you to call in your highest soulmate client, the one who loves to work with you, the one who benefits the most from your services, the one who has the deepest transformation and who loves your services. They love to pay you for your services. They love to tell their friends and refer people to you for your services. Call on that ideal soulmate client. Imagine them in front of you. Imagine their energy. Imagine them standing in front of you, their posture, what they look like, what they're wearing. See them as they are. And imagine them as they come to you right now before you've done any work with them. There's some energy shifting. I'm already feeling it for you. You're doing a great job. And I know, we all know this is pre-recorded, but my energy is here with you because you're doing the work. So good job. Part of what's coming up, what I'm sensing, is that you're opening this energy container to have a relationship with this soulmate client. When you connect with them, when they first find you, what is it that they're struggling the most with? Look at them. Look at their day-to-day, their body, their posture, their relationships, their health, their vitality, their spirituality. Look at how they show up when they first find you, before you've done any work together. What are they struggling with? When you can connect with that, what does it look like, feel like? What do you sense if you never work with them ever? They never get the pleasure of getting that transformation through your services. Maybe what does their life look like in a year from now? In 5 years, 10 years? Notice what it looks like and feels like, because part of selling is understanding that the pain points that your customer, your ideal soulmate client is going through right now, all you're trying to do is help them avoid that pain. You're going to help them resolve that conflict. You're going to help them through that difficulty through working with you. And so when I do this work, attracting soulmate clients or going deeper with soulmate client attraction, I'll leave some meditations in the comments below or in the link in the video about soulmate clients. If you are not brought to tears because you can feel the agony and the pain that your soulmate client could be suffering if they never get to work with you, then you're not connecting deeply enough. All you're focusing on is, how do I make more money off of people? And that's not the point. The point is to be of service. The point is to bring more light and more harmony and more joy and more love and more peace and more healing onto this planet, into that soulmate client that is here to work with you. So that's the first way you got to work with them, is energetically. When you connect with them, now let's go into that place where now that they've connected with you, now they're ready to say yes. They're ready to say yes. So feel that energy that you once observed as they're kind of drooped over. They're kind of, they're not feeling so great. Once they started to work with it, once they're ready to say yes, move that sliding scale left to right and start to see where their energy starts to really perk up. Is it 100, 200, 300, 400? See how that scale works and how their energy either opens up and gets more vibrant, or does it stay depleted? Or does it completely get obliterated, blown out? It's way too high and I can't handle this. Notice where you are instinctively drawn. And maybe that that's like that 200 price mark. That feels really good. Their energy feels really strong. Okay, great. Get that number for yourself. Nobody outside of you is going to tell you your right price, including me. As much as I say, hey, I'm an expert at this, I've been doing it for a long time, only you and your soulmate client are going to know that information. And so you have to start trusting your instinct on that sliding scale. Where were you drawn first? Or sometimes before even thinking of the sliding scale, it just boom, pops up into your head. It's got to be $579. You're like, what the hell? Where'd that price come from? Part of it is being able to build a dialogue to be able to be more inquisitive, to understand what the price really needs to be. So once we understand why the person is suffering, how they come through transformation, and what that price point is, now we know where to start. And sometimes if you're having trouble getting the price, you can start asking, well, what is the starting price for my offer? Where are we going to start at? And that can drop in a little bit faster sometimes. It feels safer in your body. You're not in resistance to a higher price ticket. So your body can go, oh yeah, I can start, my intro offer is $100, but like the bigger offer is $700 or $1,000 or $10,000, whatever it is. But you can understand that this is the starting place. This is your beta offer. This is your first one. And so once you get that price, let's say it's $200, okay? Maybe it's $197. Let's call it $197. You have that introductory offer. And so what you're going to do with that introductory offer is you're going to offer X amount of sessions at that price. Let's call it 5 sessions at that price, maybe 10 sessions at that price. Sell those out. I'm telling you, sell them out. Just like you did those first 20 to get the testimonies. Now you're doing a lower price point to get people booking and to get that feedback coming in and to build your confidence, because there's a little cash flow coming in and you're building that muscle up. And let's say you sold those first 5. You go, okay, let's check in with my heart. Let's check in with my soulmate client. Is it time for a price increase? Yes or no? You don't have to wait till January 1st every year to change your prices. You reserve the right to change your prices whenever you want, whenever it feels right. Because here's the fact. The more clients you're receiving, the more you're receiving financially, the higher vibrationally you're going to be working at. I can tell you there's a significant difference when I'm working with a client that is a free session versus somebody who has paid me $1,000 for that session. The level of work that comes through me, I surprise myself sometimes with the stuff that comes out of my mouth and how on point it is and how spectacular it is and how specific it is. And if you want to book a private session with me, I'm happy to show you how deeply we can go to open up and clear your blocks, to help you get aligned, to help you with that perfect offer, to help you with that perfect strategy. That's what I do. I'll put links below if you'd like to book something. But once you start to build those 5 sessions, then you can go, all right, maybe I'm going to increase my prices. Then start to increase your prices. So I don't necessarily always say you go from a free to a high ticket offer. You can climb that ladder slowly or quickly, as much as you like. This is one way to do it, which is to slowly and incrementally bring up your price. And it's really not that slow, because frankly, if you've already got 20 people to book, probably some of them are going to book a paid session, or maybe they'll tell somebody and they'll book a paid session. So you sell at those first 5, then you go, all right, I want to do that again next month. Sell at those next 5. Boom. You got 3 months in a row. You've sold out all 5 of those private one-on-one sessions. Then you can start to feel yourself and go, all right, I'm ready for the big leagues. I'm ready for more. You're going to intuitively know it's going to come in. You're going to start getting that little hint, that little tickle. It's like, I really should increase my prices. Yeah, you might have a little fear around that, but let that go. Do the same exercise, increase your price and get, all right, these are the last 5 sessions at this $200 price point. Next month, they're increasing. So grab them while they're hot, which is also a great strategy. Time scarcity as well as the financial scarcity. It's a price that's going to be disappearing. That's a great strategy. When you increase your price, do the same exact thing. Repeat the formula. Now, if you're somebody who is well established and you're like, listen, I don't need to climb the little ladder. I've got my confidence. I know what I'm here to do. I want to do a high ticket offer. Then that's exactly what you do. Drop into your heart. Connect with your soulmate client. Create the dream scenario of your amazing high ticket offer. What is it that they need? Energetically, you're asking them intuitively, what is it that you need right now? What is a transformation? What is it that you want? What are the deliverables that you need? You can do all of this intuitively. As much as somebody else has ideas or strategies, don't outsource this. In-source it. Look at your soulmate client. Look at what time you have. Like if somebody's saying, oh yeah, you can do, 20 private sessions a month and you're going to get $20,000 and you're like, oh my God, I don't have time for that. Then don't do that. Do what feels right for you in your body and your system. Create the space for it. Create the offer intuitively. Ask your soulmate client, what is it that they need? What do they want? How do you blend that with your availability? What you have the energy for? For example, I do private Voxer coaching for 6 months. It feels good and light for me. Somebody else told me about this. They do a whole year for the same price point that I do for 6 months. And there's other people who do the same price point, but for one session. So it doesn't matter. The price is the price is the price. It's what feels right in your body for your soulmate client. So for my private Voxer coaching, I offer an intake session. That's an hour. We do a deep dive to understand who you are, what your struggles are, how we can strategize a perfect plan for the next 6 months for you to knock it out of the park. And then for the course of those 6 months, we're going to be doing regular Voxer check-ins. You have a question, I have an answer. You have a question, I have an answer. We're going to just keep slowly, incrementally moving the needle forward. We're going to go deeper into your Akashic records. We're going to go deeper with connecting with your soulmate clients. We're going to go deeper with how can we expand this offer, make it irresistible, because you're not going to be alone anymore. You'll have a Voxer coach and me, right? And that feels good and expansive. So there's a lot of ways that we can do things together and craft an offer that works for you and your business. There's not a one size fits all business model. So get away from looking at other people's models and start insourcing. Look at your soulmate client, look at your availability, look at what you want to do. I like the things that I offer or I wouldn't offer them. Okay, point blank. See what you can do to create your first or your next high ticket offer intuitively. I have amazing meditations to help you to connect with your soulmate clients. I'll link them below. And always, if you want a private session with me, I'd love to connect with you. We can go much deeper than this. Thanks for being here. Make sure you like and subscribe. There's new content every Tuesday and Thursday here on this channel. Live coaching. So if you have a question about your pricing model, feel free to come to any of my Thursday live coaching sessions. I will see you soon. Thanks for being here. Lots of love.